Hello and welcome to yet another YouTube video. If you're looking for a to-do list application that can also turn into your second brain, Superlist might be the app for you. And we will start off with the pricing here. So there is a free plan which gives you 5 lists, 5 people in shared list, actually unlimited tasks and notes, but you lose something which might be a little important when you are building a second brain. Using the para method, especially if organization is something that is important to you. You have the basic plan, which I'm currently on for this video. I actually paid the $6 each month this costs for the basic plan. The super plan gives you a lot of AI stuff. The basic plan also gives you voice AI, but this gives you AI meeting notes, AI chat messages, AI generation with Make AI, and email plus Slack task summarization. I personally don't need any of these, so none of these are made sense to me. So only the basic plan made sense to me personally. If you are someone that has a lot of meetings, this plan might be worth it for you. But generally, I think most people will get away with the $6 or $5 each month plan, and some people will actually get away with the free plan as well. So this is how it looks, and what we are going to do today is that I'm actually just going to set up a couple of my key areas, projects and things like that, set up a para method basically. So let's actually start with setting up a list. So here you can either set up lists or folders or sections. They're called sections. I call them folders. They also look like folders. So what I could do is that I could actually write areas, and then I could click this button right here, this new list button, which I showed you. And I can create a new list. So let's call this social media stuff. And what I would then do is that I would actually create another sublist called YouTube, like this. And if you hover over something inside of a Superlist, you can see that this little thing here appears. If you click this, you can actually change to task, sublist, paragraph. It actually works with Markdown as well, but I want sublists, and I want to go in here, and inside of here I want to use Markdown, and I want to write to do, and I will do a divider. Backslash also works to get this this menu which I showed you, and I want a divider. I really like how the dividers look inside of Superlist. Then we will have doing. Actually, let's make that an H2 doing, and another divider. And we want one called done, again making it an H2. And what I would then do is that I would make like a YouTube video idea. Let's say I wanted to do this this video right here. So super list review, and I could just write that. If you click this open task details, this right here opens up on your left, on your right panel. So in here you can actually write for as long as you want. I've written full-on blog posts in here just to test if it works, and the search is actually quite good inside of this application. Not the best search I've seen, but honestly really impressive, good enough to be your second brain tool. You could add things like due dates if you have that. I personally don't use any due dates on my YouTube videos. I just plan how many I want to make in a week. None of them have due dates. I just work on the ones I find interesting on any given week. But you could also assign this. If you were on a team, you could give this a priority. You could also add labels if you wanted to. So this would be a review, for example. I actually don't use labels a lot either, but you could. You can click this this right here, the icon, to actually create or change the icon. I want to give this a camera, and I actually want to give this one a computer. So this is personal. It depends on like what you like. If I wanted to, I could actually put these into the folder. And now they're actually inside of the folder. If I click it, it opens. I can also expand this. So basically how this now works is that I have a folder. Inside of the folder, I have a list. Inside of the list, I have another list. That is basically how I've set it up. But you could also go ahead and delete the folder, which I will also show you, and just use the lists. So basically what I would then do is that I would go in here, I would click down here, and I would add another list. And this time I want, let's just do Medium. I wanted to write LinkedIn, but I hate LinkedIn, so I won't do that. Sublist, and instead of writing it all over again, we could just mark everything, go into Medium, and paste it here. Just Command C, Command V, and we can go ahead and we can delete this. So you can right click here and just click delete, and that one is gone. This is writing, so I will just choose a pencil, and you can then go ahead and write stuff in here. So let's say I had a medium idea. Let's just add a task here called medium idea 1, 2, 3. I will actually add some stuff into this later, but for now let's put it as a task. You could also put it as a sublist and then write inside of your sublist, but I prefer using to-dos instead, personally. So that covers like some of the basic stuff here. I also wanted to show you how I would do projects. So let's create one called projects, and actually let's give this a hammer. I like the hammer for my projects, like this. And in here you could do the same thing. I will just paste what I saved the last time. Let's go ahead and delete this again. And you can decide if you want something else. You might want a backlog, you might want something called idea. You can just add that as you want. But what I can now do, let's say I had a website project, I could do a backslash sublist, and I could call this website project. And then I could get all of my notes, all of my tasks inside of this project right here. So if I had a task, then I needed to write a note, then I suddenly had a meeting. So this is meeting 1, 2, 3. I could just go on like this, and it would look and work really well inside of here. And then what I would probably do is that I would give this a label called project or called tasks. And I will show you why, because when I then go to plan my week, I can go in here and I can filter these off labels. And here I can see what my tasks are and which one has no labels. So I can close this because these are social media ideas, while these are tasks. The other way of doing it is that I could give my social media ideas the label of social media idea, and I could give it to this one as well, the same social media idea, and then I could just remove this, and I could then give like my tasks a due date. I could plan the way I wanted to. One other thing I like doing is just having something called tasks, just a list called tasks, just to have my tasks that doesn't necessarily fit into a project somewhere. What you could also do is that you could create your areas right here. So I could add a new list called personal stuff like this, and drag it into my areas, and I could actually then drag the tasks in here as well. And I could have like a task list for each of my personal areas. What I'm trying to say with all of this is that this is actually a really flexible tool. And I also wanted to show you that this actually has good search, considering that it is more of a task management application. So let me just go ahead and post one of my blog posts in here. So inside of this medium idea 123, I will just paste my blog post. You can see that the formatting is actually not bad. I will have to do a little bit of work, but it actually formats it the way I did inside of my other note-taking app, and that is great. But let's say I wanted to search for something. This is a blog post about X tiles. So if I jump into my personal stuff and say I want to search for X tiles, I need to spell it right. You can see that it opens up medium idea 123, and here it will say X tiles a couple of times because this is a blog post about X tiles. The thing I dislike is that the search doesn't actually highlight the thing you're looking for, but that is something many other applications also do not have. And what you are sacrificing is actually the search. You saw that it said X tiles right here. I will zoom in one more time so you can see it. But the other thing you're sacrificing is like this search ability, and also a little bit of like, if you are going to use it as I demo here as the place where you write your things and ideas as well, you are also losing a little bit of I would say customizability if you were to use this as a note-taking app, because it has a little bit of highlighting, but like I can't actually add any color here, for example. But you could get away with bolding or writing in cursive or things like that. But it doesn't have many of the abilities something like, for example, Notion would have. But I would say that it is a really good application. It does the job really well. And this is more of a second brain if you are heavily on the to-do side, but you also want to take a couple of notes, but you don't want to pay for another note-taking app, and you want everything in the same place, and a lot of your notes actually contain tasks as well. I would say that this is a really good option. As a task manager, this application is really good. It has always been really good, but I feel like they've added a lot more features, not necessarily to make this your fully fledged second brain. Like there will be instances where you will choose another tool or have a tool to help Superlist work better for you. But generally, I would say that for a lot of people, this is a great application to use as your all-in-one tool, or as some like to call it, your second brain.